See, Positions gave me what I needed. See, I left the table after
Same.
Positions feeling fed. You know, she was
Yes.
giving us all of the...
Yeah.
Now I'm a different woman.
Welcome to Hollyscoop's Moments of the Week. I am Gabrielle Valenson.
And I am Courtney Revolution. How you doing this weekend, girl?
I am doing well, Court. I'm so happy that the weather is nice. It was freezing last week, and I'm so happy that we can just enjoy the beautiful weekend. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You know me, girl. I've been relaxing on the couch, watching some TV, letting my hair down. None of
all
it.
The hair. We are counting down the top 5 Hollyscoop videos of the week, and we're reading some of the viewers' comments. So these are the stories that had everyone talking this week, Court. Are you ready to get started with the number 5 video?
Girl, you know I was born ready, girl. Number 5.
I know you were. Okay, coming in at number 5, we got Scott's new girl. He was spotted with Amelia Hamlin. That is, for those of you who do not know, Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin's daughter. She is 19. Scott, we all know, is 37. So just a little Sophia update here. Sophia has apparently been going out every night since her breakup with Scott. But basically, the big question we have always had and continue to have, Court, is why does Scott always date younger women? And I always say age is just a number. But I think the part that makes people uneasy is the fact that Scott's oldest son, Mason, is 10 and Amelia is 19. So that's a 9-year age difference. But the craziest part, the age difference between Scott and Amelia is 18 years, which is double the difference. There's my math for the day. But isn't that crazy?
There's a part of me that just feels like Scott enjoys dating women that feels he can control, maybe. It's almost kind of like, I feel like he's looking for a woman to take care of him, but also at the same time be young enough for him to like have some sort of manipulative hold mentally or emotionally. It's really weird to see, a little bit sad.
I know.
Scott.
I know. Well, let's see how our T-Tribe feels about all of this. Unknown Karma said, why do women even think of dating him? So dumb. And Simply Bernadette said, not y'all coming for Scott in these comments. If these girls like him and he likes them, I say go for it. Age is just a number. So there were differing opinions. Some people were like, this is so weird and classic Scott, and why is he doing this? And others were like, well, he can do what he wants, which obviously he can.
Yeah, I mean, obviously these women, these young ladies have the choice to date him. It's just understanding that there's so much baggage that comes with Scott Disick. Doesn't seem like the easiest situation, but she's grown. She's grown, girl. She's grown.
Right, and she can do it she wants to. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll see if they are spotted out again this weekend, probably in Malibu or at Nobu somewhere. But let's move on to the number 4 Hollyscoop video of the week. Courtney, we had a lot of Justin news this week that people were really interested in, a lot. So the big question here is Justin's music in danger after we found out that Scooter basically is selling Taylor Swift's music catalog? So quick recap, Scooter Braun sold all of Taylor's masters and catalogs of songs. Earlier this week, Taylor came forward and gave her side of the story. She posted explanations to social media explaining that apparently her and her team wanted to negotiate with Scooter to get Taylor's stuff back, but in order to do so, she would have to sign an ironclad NDA stating that she would never speak about him again unless it was in a positive light. So basically, Taylor would be silenced forever before she would be able to get her work back. But her legal team said that this sounded like silencing an assault accuser by paying them off. She was also going to potentially go into business with Shamrock Holdings after they bought 100% of her music videos and album art from Scooter. But under their terms, Scooter would still profit off her for many years. So Taylor obviously did not want to go into business with them for this reason. Taylor has been re-recording her old music and says she also has some surprises in store for us, which is obviously very exciting. But people still wanted to know who else Scooter is managing. so that they won't purchase or stream those specific artists, because then Scooter profits off of that. So Courtney, as of right now, Scooter still manages Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, Kanye West, Demi Lovato, and many more. So the T Tribe had some interesting takes on this whole mess. Myra Tello commented, unfortunately, I don't think this is going to have any effect on him other than the hate. People are still going to continue to listen to Ari, Demi, and Justin. I rarely even listen to them anyway, so I could stop because I'm 100% Swiftie, but they also have many fans that will bring him profit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the truth. Ariana's album, Positions, is like breaking records. It's all over the charts and stuff like that. So obviously there are going to be people that continue to listen to these artists, and Scooter will still gain some of the profits. However, I do Taylor's particular albums that he owns, or owned rather, those will definitely decrease in value because she's about to re-record.
Oh yes, we are so excited. Rising Rays commented, I am not going to stop listening to Justin, Ari, Demi, or J Balvin. Why should they and a whole bunch of other artists suffer? That's ridiculous. These people have worked hard to reach where they are now, which is true. Like, okay, people want to boycott Scooter, but then you're also hurting other artists who have worked so hard and who are very good.
It's the truth. We all have choices, you know?
We do. We all have choices that we need to make every day, some easier than others. But we will see what happens with all of that, and obviously keep you guys updated with this new Taylor music. But Courtney, let's move right along to the number 3 video. We got more Justin news. Basically, it was Justin at the People's Choice Awards and his emotional performance this past week, or last weekend, actually. People absolutely loved it. I did as well. So Justin performed at the PCAs, and he was the most nominated male artist with 7 nominations in categories like Male Artist of 2020, Song of 2020, Album of 2020, and more. Justin did win Male Artist of the Year, and then he performed Lonely with Benny Blanco and Holy. And I have to say, Court, the performances were powerful. And I was saying the other week, but I really feel like we're getting the old Justin back, like in terms of the way his music sounds and the way he has been performing. Like, there's so much emotion and meaning in his lyrics and performances, and it makes me happy and nostalgic.
I don't hate Justin, contrary to popular belief. I just would like a different sound from him. Like, I feel like this, you know, husband music kind of genre, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think I'm just looking a little bit I'm looking for something happier. Maybe something with a little less meaning, to be honest. Maybe I just want Justin to make me run back to the dance floor again, even if it is just in my living room. But I do understand the effort that he's trying to put back into the music in order to win some of the older fans back over. I do get that.
Right. Because that's honestly what's happening with me. I mean, I was the biggest believer. Like, we're not even gonna get into it right now, but yes, I'll tell you some stories later. But yeah, so like, this is bringing me back, and I don't know, I'm excited about it, but I hear what you're saying as well. Let's see what the T-Tribe had to say. Alyssa said he did such a great job and looked so different and happy. I'm so proud of him. And Amy M said Justin stole the night. He slayed. Fire emojis. So, and there were most of those comments, Courtney, like I said, a lot of Justin news or things having to do with Justin. So the video coming in at number 2, we got the Biebers, and basically Hailey is revealing when they got together. She still feels the need to tell people when she and Justin started dating. She went on Ashley Graham's podcast, pretty big deal, and Hailey set the record straight on whether Justin was single or not when they got back together in 2018. So Hailey told Ashley on the podcast, quote, "People don't know too. We had been talking for a while before we got back together. Contrary to popular belief, he had been single for a while and I had been single, and we were kind of just trying to figure life out." At the time, rumors were flying around about Hailey breaking up Justin and Selena, and to this day, we know people still harass Hailey for breaking up Jelena. Hailey and Justin, who did date previously, got legally married, very quickly. back in September 2018, and then they had a formal ceremony with friends and family a year later in September 2019. Hailey did acknowledge on the podcast that her marriage to Justin did happen very fast. But let's see what the T-Tribe has to say, because they always have a lot to say about this. Trusha Goyal commented, "I don't get why she is bringing this up now. Like, girl, you all are past this, and if she is thinking about haters, she doesn't need to. You just seem insecure doing this."
I mean, honestly, I'd agree. Like, I understand that Hailey gets a lot of hate daily because Jelena shippers haven't let the ship sink already. But I mean, it's like I always say, at the end of the day, that's your husband now. Who cares what the outsiders have to say, because your marriage is between you and your husband, not you, your husband, and a million people across the world.
Yeah, that's true. So Trusha thought that, but then we got Rhea Jawan commenting, "I don't think y'all understand how often millions of people question her. This is something she felt she had to say because of how many people grill her about the same thing over and over. She's let it go. People haven't." So Rhea's saying Hailey let it go, but other people have not, which is, why she needs to speak on this. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I get that comment. I understand where they're coming from, but Hailey doing this one podcast isn't going to silence all million people across the world,
We will see if she brings this up again, if it comes up again, and I'm sure it will. But guys, we are almost there. But before we get to number one, be sure to check out the Morning Tea every weekday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. They have everything from You Missed It to new music updates to Car Jenner Tea Time and OMT, the hottest entertainment news of the day. But be sure to like, share this video, and subscribe to the Hollyscoop channel. Love that move, Court. Okay, are you ready for... There's the promo dance. Okay, number one, you guys. Of course, Selena's new man, NBA star Jimmy Butler. There have been some dating rumors. So last weekend, many people reached out to the celebrity gossip group Demois on Instagram, claiming that they had spotted Selena out on the town with NBA star Jimmy Butler. The reports all came from first-hand accounts, and then of course many Selenators began to speculate about a new boo in Selena's life. There wasn't any photo or video evidence, so at this point, we can't make any kind of confirmation regarding Selena's relationship status, but she has taken most of this year to focus on herself, her mental health, on projects and advocacy work, rather than on personal relationship goals. So who knows what's really going on, but let's see what the T-Tribe had to say about these romance rumors. Chloe Love commented, "No, I want Selena with The Weeknd." Courtney, how did you feel about that relationship?
I love Abel. Shout out to him and his spooky ooky music. But it wasn't my favorite celebrity relationship. I would rather Selena be with somebody else. This guy seems okay, right? I don't know a lot about the sports, but I mean, he can a couple baskets. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
I'm sure. Hani A commented, "OMG, they will be a hot couple." And lastly, Ray Montanez commented, "He looks like a grown-up Lil Nas X. He fine." And honestly, Courtney, he kind of does. Right? Do you see it?
I never thought about that. I see it a little bit. I didn't make that comparison.
I saw this comment. I was like, oh, that's very random, but it's kind of true. I see it a little now. So
you squint, you turn your eye this way, girl. You turn your head. Maybe.
You look the right way. But we'll see what happens with this Selena romance news, and we'll obviously keep you guys updated, but that is what we have for you all. What was your reaction to these moments of the week? Did you agree with the viewers? Did you agree with us? Give us a thumbs up if you did, and keep those opinions coming, you guys. Watch and comment on the Morning Tea and Celeb News Bites, and who knows, your comments may be featured in next week's show. And share this video with your friends and subscribe to the Hollyscoop channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we will see you guys later.